I got 2 more of these 50s to go.
Ooh.
55. I'm thinking cat tart to open with here. This one looks like it should have a lot of potential for bouncing around, so...
Yeah. I find it interesting you don't go for the master who it's clearly meant to be aimed at.
What? Splork?
Yeah.
He's shit anyway.
He is, but you've been doing that a lot, picking masters based on what you think of the layout.
Yeah, but I think
Splork
is just shit generally.
He is a bit crap.
And I think even on his actual levels, I so rarely actually used his power effectively for what it was meant to do, it felt like.
Fair. Pyramid, 8 turns.
Right. Let's try to take advantage of that pyramid while we got it. Oh, hello. There we go.
Ooh, and we're going. Bounce. Oh, come on.
Oh, hey!
Yes!
King me.
No.
Yes. That was a draft joke. Was it checkers? It's checkers, isn't it?
Checkers, I think.
When you get to the end of the board and you get turned into a king.
Yeah, it's queen if it's a pawn to the chess end.
The chess end. I don't really know.
Pyramid Pickle.
I once heard that that's a sneaky reference to the issues of revolutions and stuff.
What?
Pawn making it all the way to the end of the board is analogous to a successful revolution, and yet the result is they become a queen. You end up with a new monarch who's arguably just as bad as the old one.
Yeah.
Probably not the case because chess is much older than that kind of concept, particularly largely, but
I guess. I quite like Veterinari's view of what is called FUD, but essentially chess. Which is, people think that they play it to understand their opponent's weaknesses, but actually it's to understand your own.
Huh.
And I've always liked that view of game playing. It's nothing to do with figuring out how to best others, it's about figuring out how to better yourself.
I like that actually, yeah.
Yeah. You haven't got that far in Discworld yet, have you?
No.
To be fair, that is extremely far in Discworld.
There's a line, I can't remember what it's originally from, I know it from Halo because it's the first line that the AI Cortana says when she's kind of like first awoken, but it's that at the actual quote is in French, but the line is, at the end of the game of chess, remember that the king and the pawn are put away in the same box.
Yeah.
And there's a similar line about no matter what we achieve in life, our tombstones are all the same size. Which is also blatantly not true, because pyramids, for one.
Yeah.
Look at that, I made it topical.
Although the whole point of a Egyptian pharaoh is actually to take
his people
with him.
Fair. But also, like, some of the most splendid buildings, at least in the ancient world, were all mausoleums or that kind of thing, so...
Taj Mahal, the one thing in the world that I'm dying to see more than Alton Towers.
Is Taj Mahal
It was a tomb, apparently.
Really? I thought it was like a temple. Wow.
It's meant to be like a thing. I was told it was meant to be like a house for his wife, or his mistress or something, but it turns out that apparently, yeah, it's a tomb.
I did not know that.
But yeah, that's the thing that I'm still desperate to see.
Why?
I've always wanted to see it ever since I was a
kid.
But
why?
Because it's pretty colours.
It's one of those things that I like. It looks cool. I don't think I get much more from seeing it in person than from like just seeing a photo of it.
It's the thing I always wanted to see when I was a kid.
Yeah, but why? You ain't justifying it too well.
Probably because it appears in Count Duckula, to be perfectly honest. But no, it's always appealed to me, just this lovely temple building with different colours. It's interesting. Culture I know nothing about. Why not? Ooh, going for who?
Oh?
Master Who.
Who's on first base?
I'm actually giving a look up to
I know, but I don't care. I'm amused, and that's really what matters to me.
Yeah. Sounds pretty standard for you.
Hey.
What? Oof. Aww.
That wasn't very zen.
No, that was pretty,
320%. That's a lot of zen. What units is zen in?
See, I've always wondered about that. And that didn't
well, in fairness, he
successful.
doesn't need to give units because that's why he's giving a percent. He's not saying like 20 zens more. It's specifically just saying percent. So it's like, presumably, is it more zen than your original shot?
Yeah, I presume it's how much he's changed it.
So it's probably just a percentage point increase of what your shot was calculated to get.
Yeah. Boo, 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 boo. Boo.
Oi! Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, Doctor, I don't think this is your round.
I don't think it's in my board. Ooh.
2 of them. Nice. Very nice.
I'm kind of just focusing on these top ones and then letting it deal with the bottom ones itself for now, because I think that's probably the best way of approaching it.
That's definitely the way I approach most Peggle.
We'll go to the hole!
I don't know, I thought Dragon was a good one.
Maybe. Oh, it is that one like this.
Yeah, this is gonna screw you sideways.
Oh, fuck off! I want to hit those ones in there because I wanted to leave that a perfect circle that I can enter.
So you could...
Exactly, yeah, penetrate the ring.
Yeah.
That's a reference to Takeshi's Castle.
Sure.
Cut.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that got a lot.
That did. She just seemed to hit a lot more.
She just seems. I think hers has a wider radius than Spaceman, but only hits oranges, whereas Spaceman hits everything.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I think I actually prefer on these ones when there are more oranges.
Yeah.
I'm doing quite well here, actually.
You are doing very well.
Now watch me piss it away, audience.
I have faith in you, Doctor.
I don't.
We'll have to see. I've just realised there are snooker balls.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Ho! Ho! Hey! Oh. Right.
Would you like to hear an embarrassing fact about Teenage Sprite?
Go on. Oh, I'm fucking this right out the window.
You really are, it's quite embarrassing.
Ah! Why am I so shit? Anyway, yeah, let's hear an embarrassing story.
Teenage Sprite absolutely loved the film Bring It On. Do you know what that film was about?
I do not. Oi!
It's an American cheerleader film.
That sounds very you.
It's quite funny. No, it is quite funny. It's a very funny film. It's funny and interesting and weird.
That's not embarrassing though, because I know nothing about the film, so you might have to go into a little more detail.
It's a film about cheerleading, for God's sake. It's pretty funny.
But you also defended it, therefore it can't be that embarrassing.
Oh, no, it's embarrassing as all hell, but, you know, I'm just pointing out that it's not entirely
Also, why?
irredeemable.
Why did this come... Why did you mention that?
Because the song you were humming/singing just reminded me think of, oh,
What was I
you're
humming?
so fine, you're so fine, you won't.
Was that for a film originally?
No, no.
Or it's just in a film?
It's...
Who's
I
that
think-
by?
No idea. But I think the actual film has a remix version of it sung by girls.
Is it sung by men originally?
I'm not sure.
Changing the
gonna find
question.
I think it might be, but I think it's modern. The one
Modern.
that's in.
Oh yes, this is what I want. Do the thing. Oh yeah. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, that was wonderful.
I genuinely feel like I observed something inappropriate.
I came a little bit actually. And I've got 6 shots, surely
I'm
even.
so glad I'm sat next to you.
I'm not even playing a splorking.
Oh my god, it's apparently Bewitched. But it's Tony Basali.
Tony can be a girl's name.
Yeah. One hit wonder. Alright.
That. I can see that. Oh, how did I fuck this one up? It was going so well. Don't say anything, you.
Didn't say a word.
Oi! Right, now we might be onto something. 2 balls left. I've hit 2 with one of these shots. Really? I get the shot of the damn century, but it's not what I wanted. Oh my
fuck
god!
you.
Oh, that was extremely intense.
Screw you! You totally fucking
Oh.
posted that, you jammy sod. Captain Jammy is back. If that goes into 100,000, that would be disgusting.
10.
Okay. Oh, it was originally written to be about Kitty, and the artist changed it to Mickey.
Ah.
Who was
This is about a real person. It's about Mickey Mouse. I
No.
also thought it was about Mickey Mouse as a kid.
I imagine it was just the best one, the best name they thought of that fitted with Kitty, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you're so fine, you're gonna mighty Mickey. See, the Lolly one is the one I'm thinking of. UK singer Lolly scored a top 10 hit in the UK charts, singles chart in 1999.
Wow.
There we go.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
this will be the one that was in Bring It On. Bring It On has Eliza Dushku?
No idea who that is.
She plays a character in Buffy in season 3 onward.
Oh, is that Willow's lesbian lover? I've heard things.
I'm saying nothing. And ironically, in Bring It On, she's the reason I have my unusual lip piercing.
Huh.
I have an unusual lip piercing. I have
Well, they gathered that from the phrase, I think, but...
Yeah, I'm going on to explain it. I have what's called a vertical librette. Apparently, it's a lip
Well, if
piercing
you want,
that
I can put up a very up-close photo of your lip, if you want.
Yeah, I'm alright,
Show
thanks.
them. I can put it
No, it goes in at the bottom of the lip, but then up through the top of the lip, rather than going back towards the teeth.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
That's not freaky. It's really weird though. In my life, I found about maybe 4 people who have it, including a guy who I found in like some European country, city, museum. Literally, we were both in an art gallery, and I walked past him. I was like, "You've got my lip piercing." He was like, broken English. He was like, "Yeah, fair." And then just wandered off, and I was like, "That was a really weird encounter."
Scared the shit out of me.
Probably it was a bit weird. So Eliza Dushko has a scar in the top of her lip, and I thought that's a really cool place to have a piercing. But the character doesn't actually have a piercing there, so it's really questionable as to whether or not she actually has it. It's a whole thing. But I like the concept. And searched high and low, went to at least 20 different piercers being like, so I want a piercing that goes up through the lip, not through the back of it. And every single one was like, you want a what now? And then the last one, I'd essentially given up hope. And this one guy was like, oh yeah, you want a vertical librette. It's unusual, I've only done one, so I don't want to, you know.
I don't think anyone say, oh, I've only done this once, and then stick sharp objects in my face. That's a lot of trust you got there.
He was a really nice guy.
So? That's not an excuse. Nice guys can...
pierced something. You've pierced most things. I mean, let's be honest. And God love him, he did spend ages getting it right, making sure it was
good. He should. That's his job.
Did. No, but it's so my nose is not dead center. My nose is ever so slightly to the right. So he spent ages lining it up to make sure it was right for my face, not following my nose. It was really interesting. I didn't realize till afterwards why he took so long.
Wonky nose.
Yeah. So screw you.
Ooh, no.
Crooked Spoon.
What?
The Crooked Spoon. It's a eatery in Alton Towers Hotel.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you were robbed. So yeah, no, God love him, he was very honest with me. He was like, look, I've done one of them already, you'd be my second, but I've done it, and it's not that dissimilar to doing it straight back. And he did sort of warn me it took longer to heal, but it took forever. I would not recommend it as a piercing. It's cool, but like, my God, the healing time.
I love how you put syllables in cool. Kill.
It's very cool.
For fuck's sake.
If something's particularly cool, you can't just say cool, it has to be cool. Like you're some kind of deranged person. Like, let's face it. I do like the glowing haunted castle in this image.
Right, I might have this.
I need to get some more cool.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah, I feel like getting the whole. Oh. Actually, I might still have it.
You'd be pretty lucky.
Yep.
I'd go for
Hence
the one
why I think I
behind.
might have it. This is gonna be real tough. Can I bounce off the wall, do you reckon?
That's gonna be really hard.
I can't get a clear shot of it, I don't think.
You'd be surprised. Up a little bit higher. Yeah, there. Lowest point.
Oh, got right past.
Hold on.
Yeah, you did. I think that's it for those ones.
Mascara.
Yep.
Well done.
So we've done a fifth of them. We've done page 1 to 3, and I got to do 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I've frozen it. Fuck. Can't scroll that fast. It seems. There you go. So up next will be basically got to get more than X points on it as a whole. So that's been a bit more interesting because it's not about orange pegs, it's about the points.
Yeah, which is always painful.
Then it's clear all of the pegs, not just the orange ones, but all of them.
That was a request from our viewers as well.
Yep. Clearly impossible, which is that bit harder. Beat normal computer in dual mode, beat a hard computer in dual mode, beat master computer in dual mode, beat multiple levels in a row, beat the computer's cumulative score over 3 levels, beat a total target over 3 levels, and insane challenges.
Oh my god, what are the insane challenges?
These things.
2 balls left, last ball, 10 ball trial?
Beat 3 levels starting with only 10 balls. Score 7,500. I think I've beaten that before, actually. I think I did that on the campaign. I got more than that much on a single level. And then the decathlon is 10 random levels in a row. So that's going to be an interesting one, I think.
Well, I'm excited for all that is to come.
Mm-hmm.